Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this video is going to be part of the Creators Helping Creators series that I'm making. And in this one here, I want to talk about this gentleman right here is Tom. He's from Creator Insiders. Before I jump into that, I want to jump up here to a video I started watching. This is a video I started watching, and I realized, you know what? I got like halfway through it, and I said, you know what? I need to restart this video because I got to make a video for Creators Helping Creators. I got to get that done. So I have this video open, but I paused it. All right. So, I'm not letting it just play in the background kind of thing while I'm doing other work, but I wanted to make a video on this particular subject. It's really important. And here's transparency, right? This video just popped up here. It wasn't really shown before, but we're talking about, the de-spamming of subs, the purge, right? That's what we're talking about here. I don't think Tom really talks about it. This gentleman's name right here is Tom, and he doesn't really go into the super duper fine details that I want to go into with you here in this video. It's not going to be that long, but I want to go into the stuff that he's going to talk about in that video in what he's not saying. So let's go over here to the Creator Insider page in general, and here's that video where he's talking about the transparency and stuff like that. The name of this channel is Creator Insider. It is a YouTube specific channel for us to find out what they're saying. And it just usually just shows up right here. It shows up in news. Let me know in the comments below, by the way, if you do not see these things popping up on your YouTube Studio beta page or YouTube Studio page. Let me know about that. That's important that we get this information. This is information directly from YouTube. He's a YouTube employee. And, so that's kind of important. And this is the page. It's Creator Insider. Okay, just search for Creator Insider. You'll find it. Actually, let's go to their channel. Might as well go right to their channel, right? Come on. Here we go. I'm going to pause the video and go right down here if we look at their videos, in fact, because I'm not actually subscribed to their channel. I find it to be painful to actually subscribe to anything owned by YouTube at this particular point because I'm still mad about 4K, 1K. Anyways, so here's the video I'm talking about. It's an 8-minute video, subs, de-spam, YouTube's transparency. So let's go into that, and I'm telling you, they have links below that video that don't get you here. You have to go find this, all right? So I found it, and here it is, YouTube Community Guidelines for Enforcement and everything else. It gives you a quarter, the previous quarter. Of course, we're in December now, so it's not this quarter. It's the previous quarter that's done. It's reported, and they got all the numbers for. They removed 1,667 and change million channels, 1.667 million channels. They snatched right off of YouTube, right? And the primary reason was for spamming, scamming, and dirty, rotten scoundrels. So the spammers and scammers are never going to stop. They're relentless. They don't quit. They're probably computers regenerating channels at will, okay? Some programmer found out how to do it or whatever. But anyways, they're spammers, scammers, dirty, rotten scoundrels, and those are the primary people that are getting snatched off. Now, these are channels, right? We're talking about subs. That's a different story. I'll talk about that in a bit. Oh, by the way, that is the subs. When they remove a channel, that person who ends up being subscribed to your channel is gone. So everything's gone. Their channel's gone, all their videos gone, everything's gone. It's just like it never existed, like nobody's business, right? Let's go into this one here. The total videos removed actually went up. Let's go back. This one here you can go back in time a little bit. The previous quarter, over the summer here, 7.1 million videos, actually individual videos were snatched off of YouTube. That most recent quarter it went up to 7.8 million. So they are removing videos like crazy. But what's the main thing we just went through? We just went the purge of subscribers who really weren't real subscribers. So it didn't really affect our numbers unless we were right at that 1,000 point. Then that was kind of a painful hit, right? But they were fake anyway. So you need to organically build your client base again and your viewers. Most of the videos were removed by automatic flagging. Now, when they're like snatching all these videos off of here because they're dirty, rotten scoundrels, don't you think they're going to nail the channel too? And when they nail the channel and the channel artificially subscribe to our channels too, that's going to be one less subscriber for us. I lost 49. Some people lost hundreds, all right? Here's another one here. Automatically flagging the videos. Almost 75% of the videos were snatched off of YouTube before anybody even saw it, all right? Then the rest of them, the other 25, got some views. But the big deal here was, and I'm sorry, I'm going to come back to that, is the comments thing is what, another thing we're all worried about here or making comments about. But spam, and dirty, rotten scoundrels, spamming, scamming, and dirty, rotten scoundrels are the bulk of why videos are removed. That's why channels are removed. That's why videos are removed. Okay? Let's go down in the comments. Individual comments were removed. 224 million comments were snatched off of YouTube. It's not for the reasons that you think, all right? 99.5%, almost 100% are removed because of the computers. The computers are finding these comments, and the computer decided that was a spamming kind of comment, and it snatched it off. And I got to go into this more because you have to understand this comment thing a little bit more. So I went into policy of YouTube, and I went into spamming, metadata, and scams and stuff like that. When I opened it up, I came over here and I found this information over here. Now they didn't just link right to this from his video, from Tom's video, but this is really where you need to go. And this is the channel, the page in YouTube you got to understand on the spamming, scamming, dirty, rotten scoundrel stuff. Here's where they snatch people off of YouTube, right? And here's the big deal here. If the main purpose of the content is to drive people off of YouTube, I don't need to go any further. You're trying to steal my customer away from me, and I'm YouTube, you're gone. I'm going to make you disappear like I'm going to remove your family tree from the planet. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there pulling the money out of my investors' pockets. You're gone. There's no second chance. You're done. If that's the intent, that's the purpose of your content is to pull people off of my network, you're gone, okay? So that's the thing. None of us that I know of, anybody who's really seriously making any kind of YouTube videos whatsoever, isn't doing that, all right? These people come in with the intent to defraud, okay? That's my personal opinion, all right? Links to content outside of YouTube. If it's not approved by YouTube, because I can link to my own website, right? I do. It's actually on my thing. I had to link it to YouTube, right? I had to get everything approved by YouTube. When it was approved by YouTube, you go to my home channel, there is actually a link to my website, which is off of YouTube. That's okay. They're talking about other things that are just absolutely positively wrong and not allowed in their own rules. But they will allow us to link up to our own websites outside of YouTube, all right? But other links, come on, you know, you're kidding me, right? Artificial traffic scam. Don't buy views. There's something out there where people can buy views for their videos. Don't do it. If you do it, number one, you're violating the terms of service of YouTube. Number two, they're going to spank you like nobody's business. Don't even get involved with that kind of thing. Don't be a spammer, scammer, dirty, rotten scoundrel. Do not buy views, all right? You have to work on it the hard way. That's the grind. We got to get it done. Legally, morally, and ethically, all right? Misleading metadata. You can accidentally do this, all right? You're sitting there and you're trying to fill in these keywords, or maybe you're writing a description below your video or something like that, and you're sitting there filling out all this stuff. And perhaps you want to you're trying to think, what is it that I got in my video? And how is it that I'm going to get people, they're doing a search on YouTube, they're typing in a search thing, I want my video to come up. What is it that I can do to get people to get that? And come on, YouTube's kind of half guilty with this too. They say, look, you want to get people in your videos, go look at the trending tab, see what's trending. That's the stuff that's hot. That's what people are looking for. Go make videos about that or something like that. But what they're not saying is what they're want to tell you is, don't just take the top 10 YouTubers of all time and put them in your metadata. Don't do that. That's spamming, scamming, dirty, rotten scoundrel. They're going to nail you for that. It's a violation of the terms of service. It's misleading data. All right. Next fun thing, thumbnails, right? I'm not going to go through the incredibly bad thumbnails that I've seen out there. You've seen them too. They show up at the end of the video. You'll see these incredible things. It's like absolutely a lie. Somebody will have a circle and it'll have an arrow pointing to something. You look at that thumbnail and you're like, what in the world are they pointing at? That's what they want you to think. You'll click on it and say, what in the world are they trying to tell you? Whatever they're trying to tell you doesn't even appear in their video. And more often than not, these videos will have a higher dislike rate than they will ever get any likes whatsoever, all right? Kind of like YouTube Rewind for 2018, if you know what I mean, all right? So make the thumbnails that you have reasonably acceptable or reasonably associated with the video itself. Don't put a picture of some famous movie star or something like that, and your video has absolutely nothing to do with that, all right? And don't put on misleading thumbnails on your videos. It's just going to get you hammered at one point. And YouTube specifically, Tom from Creator Insider back over here, in one of his videos, I can't remember which one it was, he actually goes through and discusses that they are getting harder, kind of a hard-nosed approach to spanking people with bad thumbnails. If you got a bad thumbnail, somebody reports you, or one of their trusted people reports you, or the computer finds it or figures it out or whatever, They're going to hammer you on that. Don't do it. Make your thumbnails related to your actual video. As a matter of fact, my recent videos, including this one here, is going to have a thumbnail that YouTube probably picked out of nowhere and put in there. So they take something from the beginning, something from the middle, something from the end of your video. That's then be your suggested video thumbnail. You can change it if you want, but if you do, make sure it's something that's, take a screenshot from the middle of your video. And then put text on it if you want. Whatever you want to do. I did a video on that. I did another one on how to take the screenshot and do it. And do that. But don't get yourself in trouble with this stuff. It is not worth it. Legally, morally, and ethically for the grind. That's what's got to be done to get the job done so we can organically grow. All right? That's pretty much going to wrap it up on this. I got to come back here and watch my friend's video and check that out. And then, but I just wanted to bring you up to speed on the Creator Insider information. I will watch these videos. I don't watch them all. I mean, if they're obviously... Well, where's one? There's one here probably recently where they're talking about some, multi-million subscriber, channel or something like that. And it's like, I'm sorry, I got nothing for you. Let me see. It's in here. Let me just bring this one up. Not that one. This one here. Mike Boyd, I'm sure he's a great guy. Sure, he's got a fantastic channel and everything else. But in all honesty, I was watching his channel checkup. The guy's got 1 million subscribers and everything else. It's like, I am nowhere near that. This is not going to be very helpful to me unless I'm thinking long-term to make sure I don't violate any terms of service along the way so I don't end up in a hassle problem. But I didn't really, in myself, and I'm looking at this, I'm not going to be critical of the video. Watch it for yourself if you want. Go through your news, look at the channel checkup with Mike Boyd, and see, how you feel about that, whatever. But the idea is, like, don't get caught in any of the things where YouTube is going to come out and spank you and remove you from YouTube, all right? Just do things right, do it legally, morally, and ethically, and hopefully they will just get hard-nosed on removing spammers, scammers, and dirty, rotten scoundrels, because in the long run, it just helps out us little channels who are trying to get somewhere, all right? So that's going to wrap it up for this one. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like this video. Don't forget to make a comment below. That is your calling card telling everybody else that you came here and checked this out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.